What's going on there, everyone? Well, the one of the two of Democrat presidential nominees who truly hate the way the DNC operates is speaking out once again. From the Hill, Gabbard says she may boycott next week's debates. Let's read. Representative Tulsi Gabbard of Hawaii says she may boycott the Democratic presidential debate next week, accusing the Democratic National Committee and media of rigging the primary contest against outsider candidates such as herself, which I think a lot of people would agree, from both the right and the left. I think there's another small little place where we can agree on a bipartisan basis. Gabbard pointed out to what she described as an arbitrary and non-transparent qualification requirements as evidence party leaders are trying to hijack the entire election process. Well, that's what they're doing on your side. On our side, the conservative side, your party is pushing impeachment, which is nonsensical. The Hawaii Democrat who has hit the qualification thresholds for Tuesday's debate in Ohio said she'll decide in the coming days whether to participate. The 2016 Democratic primary election was rigged by the DNC and their partners in the corporate media against Bernie Sanders, Gabbard said in a statement. In this 2020 election, the DNC and corporate media are rigging the election again, but this time against the American people in an early voting states of Iowa, New Hampshire, South Carolina, and Nevada. Gabbard didn't qualify for the party's debate in September and would miss out on a televised chance to reach millions of voters by skipping the debate. But the threat to boycott the debate also promises to win attention for her campaign. And it amazed me that she didn't qualify for the September debate because she was clearly one of the winners of the second debate. I mean, she got out there and she railed against, who was it, Kamala Harris, and just destroyed her on the stage. And ever since then, Kamala Harris's campaign has fallen and has not been able to recover. That's probably one of the reasons they don't want her on the stage. They know darn well that she's a fighter. And she comes prepared. And Democrats, well, they're not very good at being prepared for things. 12 candidates have qualified for next week's debate, but the DNC has repeatedly raised the thresholds to qualify, keeping 4 candidates who are still in the race on the sidelines. To qualify for the October debate, candidates had to collect contributions from over 130,000 unique donors and register at least 2 percentage points in 4 approval polls. To qualify for the November debate, candidates must reach 165,000 donors and reach 3% in 4 of the approved polls, potentially shrinking the size of the debate stage further. Only 8 candidates have qualified under those thresholds, and Gabbard is not among them. They are attempting, quote, they are attempting to replace the roles of voters in the early states, using polling and other arbitrary methods which are not transparent or democratic, and holding so-called debates which are not debates at all, but rather commercialized reality television meant to entertain and not inform or enlighten, Gabbard said. Spot on. Thank you for saying that. Hopefully more people in your party will see that. In short, the DNC and corporate media are trying to hijack the entire process, she goes on to say. Marianne Williamson, a fellow Democratic White House hopeful, tweeted that she has great respect for Tulsi for saying such an inconvenient truth. She's absolutely correct. We're seeing this. We've seen this from the very beginning when there was, 24... I know that's an insane number, but there was 24 Democrats running at the very beginning. And we have seen this numerous times from the more moderate Democrats and you know, less of the corporate establishment Democrats. But that's not what the DNC wants. And the DNC generally gets what they want because they have all the power. They pull all the strings. They are the puppet master of the Democratic Party. For sure, like in a big way. I don't know what this is going to... I don't know what a boycott would actually do. I don't really think it's going to help her chances any. I don't think she has any chance for the most part. But I'm glad she's pointing this stuff out about the DNC because it's stuff that we all know, but People seem to love to forget things nowadays, and rather important things. The DNC is a very corrupt organization, and that's just the bottom line. It's sad to see Democrats, which I am clearly not a part of the Democratic Party, in any way, shape, or form, nor would I want to be. It's a disgusting party. Historically and even now, look at them. They're like children. At least the heads are. I know that many people, regular people, that are fairly non-political, that are Democrats, not bad people. I know a lot. I hang out with a lot. They're good people. But their party, on the other hand, and the heads of their party are out of their minds all the time. We can see it with just turn on any news channel, and you can see some of the just nonsense that comes out of the DNC. But I'd love to hear your comments on this, where you think it's a good idea for her to boycott or not. Like I said, I'm kind of sick of boycotts. I mean, I really do dig the boycott that's going on, that they're trying to start with China. I agree with that one, because China sucks in every single way. I mean, there's nothing good about China. They got concentration camps for the Uyghur Muslims that are real concentration camps. All they do is sell us crap. Frank Zappa, awesome musician, God rest his soul, wrote a song called The Flakes. And I'm pretty sure that is about Chinese goods. Give it a check out. I'm sure it's on YouTube. If you just YouTube it, Frank Zappa, The Flakes. Not only will you get a chuckle out of the song because it's pretty funny, but you'll see that this has been going on for a long, long time here in America, dealing with China and their nonsense. And China may be the one thing that brings both parties closer together, is our battle with China. But like I said, I'd love to hear your comments on this boycott, where you think Gabbard is doing this just to get more eyes on her campaign, or if it's a fart in the wind, so to say. Kind of seems to me like more of a waste of time than anything. The DNC doesn't care, but I don't care what the DNC thinks. I care what y'all think. I'd like to hear y'all's opinion. And as always, like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch y'all on the flip side.